What's up, everybody? Let's talk Jets radio. What a difference 24 hours makes. So glad I didn't do a video last night after the Keenan Allen news, because slowly but surely you're looking at the wide receiver market that's starting to dwindle. You see all the talent that's going off the board at offensive tackle and guard. And, I know they made the Simpson move. You made the trade for Moses. You get quality starters there. You paid a little bit for Kinlaw, good rotational D lineman. You brought back Solomon Thomas, Zerline, Morstead. You're making some moves. You get your veteran quarterback as well. But I think everybody was still waiting for that big splash move that says the New York Jets are serious about competing for a Super Bowl in 2024. And finally tonight, we get the news: Tyron Smith, New York Jets, 1-year contract worth up to $20 million with incentives. Cannot believe the Jets were able to pull this off. I'm genuinely shocked. This was exactly the kind of player that the Jets needed to anchor and fortify that offensive line. Surprised, but so glad that they were willing to pay up to that price. I was very critical of Joe Douglas a few days ago, admittedly so. I wanted to see him have a little bit more conviction, just as far as a plan to go get somebody right away, have a guy in mind that he was willing to overpay for, but he let the market play out. Apparently, I guess maybe Tyron Smith was looking for 2 years, 3 years, more money. Not sure what it was, but the market wasn't there, and the Jets were able to get him. Still paying a little bit, if he does reach the full incentives, but who really gives a shit? You're all in for this season, and this is exactly the kind of move that you needed. So well done to Joe Douglas for pulling this off. Now you are able to secure 3 starting caliber players on your O-line, which gives you plenty of flexibility going into the draft at pick 10, where it's like all options are on the table now. You don't have to be locked into an offensive lineman. If 3 or 4 of them end up going in the first 9 picks, you could take Brock Bowers, you could take a wide receiver, which is still clearly a need right now. You could still sign Tyler Boyd if you want to plug him in the slot. You could try to trade back into round 2. So I think there's still plenty of options to solve the wide receiver position, but to have essentially your starting 5 on the offensive line already filled out is absolutely huge. So glad they were able to get that done. So credit to Joe Douglas. I'm surprised, but very excited that they were able to pull this off. Now it's just about filling out the skill position guys. And again, Brock Bowers at pick 10 would be absolutely amazing. I think, the results speak for itself last year. Having an elite tight end is a quarterback's best friend. The way Rodgers utilized the tight ends as well in training camp, he would be an instant success here. And also, again, with Tyron Smith, he's got some injury history. All the talk about Bakhtiari. Now that makes even more sense, I think. No matter who's out there, you have an all-pro talent, whether it's Bakhtiari or Tyron Smith. And he wouldn't necessarily be needed to play. He'd be just next man up if Tyron Smith goes down, which he has at various points over the past number of years while still playing at a high level. So this is still a huge move. I'm excited. I'm fired up. Exactly what was needed to kind of re-energize the fan base after the last number of months with the collapse, guys leaving the organization, guys leaving the front office, all these stories coming out. This is exactly what the team needed. So well done, Joe Douglas. Credit to you. Keep them coming.